I read this.
This is the book of 1 Timothy, chapter 2 and verse 9. In like manner also, that women adorn themselves in modest apparel.
The Lord said that women do what?
Adorn themselves in modest apparel.
So now do our sisters today? Do they adorn themselves in modest apparel? Or they try to wear the most revealing, you know what I'm saying, clothing possible? Now they listen to, what's the rapper? The sister from St. Louis, what's her name? You know her name, what's her name? What's her name? What's her name? Sexyy Red. Alright, don't be acting like you don't listen to Sexyy Red. Or what about Glorilla? You listen to Glorilla? So you listen to none of the female rappers? Okay. You trying to live too fast and you don't have the right tools and the right setup to even nourish a relationship. Now you in a situation to where now you bitter. Now you in a situation to where you can't take care of your kids. CPS coming in the picture. Child support coming in the picture. You know what I'm saying? Now y'all going to court. Now she going from man to man to man because she can't stay with a man no more because what? Because that first relationship messed her up. You understand that? So read Hebrews 13 again, read it again.
It's the book of Hebrews, chapter 13 and verse 4. Marriage is honorable in all.
The Lord said marriage is honorable. Read.
And the bed undefiled.
Read.
But whoremongers.
That means from what? When you a man and you think you a match, you think you a player, you go from woman to woman to woman to woman. He said, I got all the huns. What they say nowadays?
304.
The huns.
304.
The 304. I got all the 304s. You understand? The Lord said, but whoremongers read.
And adulterers
read.
God will judge.
God will judge. And you see the judgment in our neighborhood. What people are the number one in STDs?
Yeah.
We are. Who the number one when it comes to the percentages of single parent households? What woman out of all women end up a single mother? Our women. You understand that? Who the majority of the men that's paying child support? Who the ones that get locked up and incarcerated over some drama with a woman? We is. So all these judgments come from what? Us not abiding by the laws of marriage. What's that? Is that Sirach 29:21? The chief things in life? Yeah, give me that. Chief things in life. So let me ask you a question. So don't you think that you deserve to be taken care of? So what's holding him liable to take care of you? Yeah. What holds him to the standard that he has to take care of you? That sound good. It sound good, but what happens when you're married? They make you sign papers. You have a baby. You got to sign the birth certificates and things like that. If he want to leave, y'all want to separate, what happens? The property and everything that y'all own gets what? Split in half. So the court system holds the man liable for taking care of the woman. Watch what God says. Read that Sirach.
There's the book of Sirach, chapter 29 and verse 21. The chief thing for life is water and bread and clothing and a house to cover shame.
So the Lord said the chief things in life is water, bread, clothing, and a house to cover shame. Who's supposed to provide that? Give me that. Is that Thessalonians? 2 Thessalonians? Give me that. 2 Thessalonians 3. Who's supposed to provide that? The man. So are you supposed to be letting just anybody lay down with you? So according to God, who is it supposed to be? A man that's committed to taking care of you. What's the commitment? Marriage. Because with a marriage, you got to get what? A certificate, a court-signed certificate that say what? That he gonna do the duties of marriage and take care of you. Otherwise, what's the saying? Why buy the cow when he can get the milk for free? Ain't nothing in life free, sister. Ain't nothing in life free. And you giving away one of your most precious things, your body, your youth, up without no obligations tied behind it. It's serious, because how many miserable black women you seen growing up? A few, a lot. A lot of them, they got drama, they got trauma, they're stressed out. Some of them drugged out. Some of them, you know what I'm saying, crazy. You know what I'm saying? It's always some confrontation going on. They don't got no security in life. It's just always drama. Is this always supposed to be drama with the woman, or is it supposed to be peace? No. You understand that? That's how the woman is supposed to be. It's supposed to be a peaceful environment. But living these lives that we live, the relationships that we have, they are all backwards. They are all what they call it now. They say toxic. It's toxic. All right, ain't you tired of a toxic relationship? Don't you want a good, healthy relationship, so where you can raise up kids that don't have the potential of being a felon, being a teenage mother, being doped out? You know what I'm saying? Running around this neighborhood, shooting up the block. Ain't that what all these kids doing now? And what they all stand for? Households where their mother and father was not married and was not following the Bible. So how do you prevent all of those things? Just by doing what God says to do. Read 2 Timothy 5:8. Watch this. So he said, if any would not work now, so you should have what? You got a job? You got a job. Good job. A good job to where you can take care of you, yourself, and her. If she didn't work, you can take care of both yourself and her. You got a job like that? Nah. But now you then now let's add a baby into that picture. You ready for that? So it sounds like y'all should have some patience and some abstinence and learn what this Bible is saying before y'all continue that relationship. Because like I'm saying, when you examine everybody you seen growing up, when you examine your family members, you see how their relationships go. Hey, it don't go well. When you examine our neighborhood, these things do not go well for us. So instead of getting off on the wrong foot and setting yourself back in life, all you gotta do is adhere to what God is saying. Read that.
This is the book of 1 Timothy, chapter 5, verse 8. But if any provide not for his own, and especially for those of his own house,
read.
He hath denied the faith.
You don't believe in God. You deny God.
All right.
So if you a deadbeat father, guess what the Lord say? He say you deny God. You have denied the faith. Read.
And is worse than an infidel.
God said you worse than a traitor. Because who you betraying? You betraying not only God, you betraying your family, your own seed, your own woman. That's what the Lord said. But guess what? Now a lot of times it's backwards. Now you got instead of the man taking care of the woman, what the man doing? The man he trying to live off her Section 8. You know what I'm saying? He trying to post up in her apartment, post up in her crib. So whenever she get mad, what she can do? She can put you out. She can say, hey, you know what, nigga? Sorry, excuse my language. You know what? I'm tired of you. Get out my house. And then now you got egg on your face. Now you being now you put yourself in a position to where you got to be subservient to a woman. So it behooves you to learn this. Give me that in 1 Kings 2:2. See, you gotta come into the understanding of this Bible, because the man in this Bible, they was men of power. Right. They ran their households. Right. The Lord chose our father. Matter of fact, give me Abraham. What's that? 18, 19, 17? Hey, get Genesis 18. Well, God said He chose Abraham. Why the Lord chose Abraham? And sister, you need to listen to this, because this is the type of man that you should want to follow. Because look, I'm gonna tell you straight, bro. All women want to be led. All right. The woman gonna follow somebody. She gonna follow some man. It might not be you. It might not be the next black man, but guess what? She gonna follow some man. And the majority of black women in America, who they follow? The white man. Their God. This the God of this world right here. This is what they follow. Because they go to his job, because the black man, he can't tell the black woman what to wear no more. He say, hey, I want you to cover up your body. I don't want you dressing like that. She say, shut up, nigga.
Bring it out.
But when she go to work, white man say, put on this uniform. She say, yes, sir.
That's crazy.
He say, go make me some coffee. She gonna do it. It's not even in her job description. She don't question it. You say, hey, can you make me a sandwich? She say, what? You better make your own stuff. Don't you got what they got? DoorDash? Right, hey. She putting look to your left, look to your left. She got the blonde hair. And so it's sister, look, it ain't no slight against you, because that's in all of them in head. See, they've been programmed to be what? To look at the white man as their God.
Black man never told us.
Right, yeah, we ain't never said that, bro. We ain't never said that. Who when you put blonde in your hair, what are you trying to look like? Who got blonde hair?
Bring it out.
Who you trying to look like?
Bring it out.
White people. A white man, a white woman. And not knowing the whole time, it's the same race that hated our guts. Do you know how much the white woman traumatized and brutalized the black woman in slavery? And now the black woman got the audacity in 2025 to put blonde hair on her head. She look like the same woman who hated her vehemently. Tortured the black woman. The black woman was tortured and brutalized by the white woman. And still to this day, it's still going on. But guess what? Because the white man is our guy, she want to look like that white woman. Look around, look around, look around.
No black man ever told us.
We ain't never said that. What black man ever said, hey, I want you to go put that blonde hair on your head. I want you to go get that straight Brazilian, you know what I'm saying, dye yellow weave and put it in your hair. But guess what? But your daddy black though.
Bring it out.
Your daddy black. With some nappy hair. And guess what? That's the good hair.
Right.
But they don't want to look like they man, because the Bible said a woman was made in the image of the man. She don't want to look like us no more. She want to look like her God. That's the problem. But look how our father Abraham was. Abraham didn't play that.
All right.
The women, his women, guess what? They was in line with him. And our former servant, she honored the black man. Watch this. Why? Read.
It's the book of Genesis, chapter 18, verse 19. For I know him, that he will command his children and his household after him.
God said he chose Abraham to be the father of the nation of Israel, because he said, I know him, that he will command, not suggest, not be 50-50, you know what I'm saying, not put it up to vote, have an equal say. No, he said he know that Abraham will command his children and his household after him. You understand that? A real man commands his household. He don't take no suggestions. He ain't out here getting questioned. He ain't out here asking for permission. He commands his household and his children. How do you become a man according to the Bible? Give me that 1 Kings 2:2. So before you know what I'm saying, you try to go and navigate this world, you're gonna end up being what? And navigate this world how you currently going about it, you're gonna end up being a simp. Look at the majority of black men, majority of black men simps. Effeminate.
They can't talk like this.
You know what I'm saying? Scared to speak their mind in front of the black woman. Scared to tell the black woman to keep her mouth closed.
Yeah, you ain't did that shit? You ain't playing games. Hold on. Look at this guy. What you doing, man? You subscribed yet? Subscribe right now. Do it.
And guess what? Because it might seem harsh, but guess what? If her boss said be quiet at that job, the white man said be quiet, what she gonna do? She gonna be quiet. Black man say, hey, be quiet, I need some peace. She gonna start cursing him out. She gonna raise her, she's just gonna look at him. She ain't gonna say, she's gonna look at him. Like, hold on. Give him that look. Hey, nigga gonna be in check. You get the look, bro? All right, here we go. Here we go. Read that. Read this. 1 Kings 2 and 2.
There's the book of 1 Kings, chapter 2 and verse 2. I go the way of all the earth. Be thou strong, therefore, and show thyself a man.
The Lord said, be thou strong, therefore, and show thyself a man.
All right.
That's what God commands us, to show ourselves man. Read.
And keep the charge of the Lord thy God, to walk in his ways, to keep his statutes and his commandments and his judgments and his testimonies, as it is written in the law of Moses.
Right, so the Lord say, in order for you to be a man, you have to walk in his ways and keep the commandments of God. The commandments of God gonna keep you from being a sinner. The commandments of God gonna keep you from getting ran. The commandments of God gonna keep you from a lot of the troubles that we run into as young black men. It's gonna keep you out of those ways of harm because what? You applying the laws of God. You understand that? Like I'm gonna give you a law. Watch this. Give me Deuteronomy 22 and 5. Deuteronomy 22 and 5. Cause it's a certain type of quality of woman you gotta know to look for anyway. Because the woman that want to wear what she want to wear, do what she want to do, talk out what she want to talk, guess what? You supposed to steer all the way clear from that. Because we are kings. A king has standards. And it's certain women that a king knows to stay away from. But do you know that yet? Do you know the standards of a king yet? Not yet, but you learn it. This is the law that God commanded the kings to read. Deuteronomy 22.
There's the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 22 and verse 5. The woman shall not wear that which pertaineth unto a man, neither shall a man put on a woman's garment.
The Lord said, the woman shall not wear that which pertaineth to a man, neither shall a man put on a woman's garment. So what's a woman's garment? I mean, women's clothing that men should not wear. Yeah, physically. The purse. You know, when you see a lot of these men are one person, you got a man bag? Okay. Let's make it short, man. Alright, you know, hey, cause you know, hey, now it's popular to have a man bag. So, but what else? What's the man overall clothing? That if you saw a man one, you go, hold on, that man, there's something wrong with him. He's all the way effeminate. Homosexual even. A what? A dress. If you see a man in a dress, hold on, nah. There's something wrong with that. And that man gonna be effeminate. So, but the first part of the law said, a woman shall not wear that which pertains to a man. So now what do women wear that pertains unto man? If men can't wear a dress that pertains to a woman, what shouldn't women wear that pertains to men? Huh? Suits? No, pants. Right. Just like when you go to the bathroom, you know the difference between the man's restroom and the woman's restroom, because the side with the man, he wearing pants. The side with the woman, she wearing what? A dress, a skirt. So the Lord say, a woman should not wear that which pertains to a man. But now it's common. You know what I'm saying? It's normal for women to walk around in pants. And then what kind of pants they put on? Give me that 1 Timothy 2. Because just like, and why you think about that, just like when a man puts on a dress, it puts a feminine spirit on him. When a woman put on pants, it put a masculine spirit on her. A woman not supposed to get all up in your face, bro. You know what I'm saying? Women should not be arguing with men. Women women knock a man out. Hey, you talk to the wrong shit, you with a two-piece real quick. You understand that? But that comes from what? The pants she got on. Because it used to be an old saying, who wear the pants in the house? It's supposed to be the man. All right. You understand that? But nowadays, sisters, it's two men in the house. So now they say it's 50-50. You know what I'm saying? Now you in your own house. You know what I'm saying? Fighting for supremacy. They're like, nah, it shouldn't be that. Everybody should naturally fall into their role so it can be a well-functioning household. But the house is going to continue to be toxic and dysfunctional when it's two men trying to, you know what I'm saying, stay in one house. I stayed with my brother before. You know what I'm saying? I know how the two men in the house say you just gonna butt heads. So the woman trying to be like a man, that's even worse. Nah, but if she fall in a natural role, like she's supposed to be and be a help me and submit to the man, guess what? Guess what? Your life gonna go way further. You're gonna excel way further than y'all being against each other. But the Lord say, a woman ain't supposed to wear pants.
Sons of God! We gonna take this city. We gonna take the kingdom. We gonna rule them hard. This is war! This is war! This is war!
I'm here for the win, well, to get it again. The Lord call it taking the kingdom, want what's mine. Taking my time, turning and taking your freedom. Risen from the ashes, after the lashes, call it a beautiful tragedy. We've been on the brink of insanity. It's the end of your days like calamity. Adding in, grab a friend for the finale. Curtain call on a heathen. We want forever and a day. Why would the pastor lie and say it's your season? Drop a bomb on them, Hiroshima. Drop a bomb on them cause they need it. Scrub it down, planet need a cleaning. Vagabond gone like I'm dreaming.